Hey guys, this is Starcraft. Welcome to the series of Starcraft English commentary. Are you watching this? It's gonna be another day of Flash versus random guys on the internet. This time around, it's gonna be Flash versus Killer, a Zerg player. And we have not yet seen any non-Protoss games on these Flash games on Namcraft channel. So I'm very happy to present today to you. One of the Zerg player, of course, is a bit of a letdown because we don't have Soki, but I'm sure Soki is waiting in the final boss arena. He said, you know what, come to Papa because you are gonna just completely get wrecked when you get there. Flash is training hard. Let's hope that Flash is like, you know, I don't know, Liu Wang or whatever is the name of the guy from Mortal Kombat who is supposed to go from you know, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and he needs to get through Reptile and all of the other players, fighters. Eventually he will get to whatever is the final boss. By the way, which is the better fighting game? Is it Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, or that game with Yoshimoto? Is that Mortal Kombat? Yoshimoto, the guy with the sword. And what is that game? He's hold on. Most popular fighting arcade games. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Tekken. Oh my god. Have you guys played Tekken? That game, I mean, I spent so much money on that game when I was a kid. You know, every day I go to those arcades, all of the money I used was for Tekken. It was freaking insane. Anyways, which characters am I talking about? Who could Flash be from the Tekken universe? Martial Law? Yeah, sure. Flash could be Martial Law because it's like Bruce Lee, right? And I think in the Tekken movie, Martial Law is also a main character. Am I right? Yeah, Martial Law is an American fighter of Chinese descent who was introduced in the original Tekken game. Okay, I guess, yeah, he is indeed, you know, what Flash could be like. But anyways, yeah, this is gonna be Killer versus Flash on the map. Radeon. Looks like everybody loves Radeon these days. And on these private games, they often just, you know, try to go for Radeon because it's very, very balanced and everyone is gonna be well. Looks like Flash doesn't know where the Overlord was, and now he does. He knows that the opponent's located at the bottom left. He's a little bit sighing there because he knows that he's made a mistake. Of course, it's very, very good for these players to kind of reveal their, you know, their energy, their anger, their frustration, their vex. You know, when things don't go according to plans, and some of the players show more of their his or her emotions than others, like Mini, who loves to show his emotions on screen. And you know, we have some other players like Snow, who's completely stone cold, even though when he loses to some other opponents, something like 4-0, he is still completely stone cold. So that's good. Anyways, that's gonna be my last and final warning to you guys. Don't watch these games without watching games before them, because I will always be spoiling the results of the games before the games that I'm casting. Does it make sense? Chronological order. Anyways, yeah, looks like Flash has found his opponent at the bottom left. What do we have here? We're gonna be having Lair, and yeah, around this time of the game, I guess the economy here is gonna be going for quick mutualist, quick spire. But before that, Marines have already arrived, and looks like there's gonna be some Zerling without speed, and some of the Zerlings are falling very fast. But we have some great surrounded drones need to get involved. Drones, come on, attack! You have a drone right there. But it looks like at the last minute, Flash loses all of his Marines. So I think everything is looking very well and good for Killer. And Flash is feeling a little bit sad here. Let me just quickly show you the map. Do I have the map? I think this is the right map. That's right. And as for the map stat, I need to switch it to ZVT. So here are the ZVT map stats, and you can see that. Hold on. There you go. Right, I hope that's good. Where you see that on Radeon, Zerg enjoys a 50.6% win rate out of 800 games. Okay, so that's that. Let's put that away. And yeah, so yeah, Flash has been, you know, streaming, and he's been doing a lot of, you know, these practice games with a lot of people, and people are lining up to play with him. We've had what? We've had Busan previously. We've had Free. We've had Best, Horangi, we have Killer, we will have Stork. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you some Stork games soon. So please get hyped up for that. And honestly, I mean, Flash is playing at about the win rates that we expect from him. he's doing decently against some of the lower opponents, and he's getting wrecked against some of the better opponents, and that is to be expected. But I think Flash is a little bit better in TvZ than he is in TVP, right? I think that is the case. So we should expect him to do a little bit better against the likes of, you know, Killer, Soki, maybe Hero. But I don't know, because Soki is just, he's such a beast right now. Speaking of the ASL, who do you think would have a better chance against Soki? Is it going to be Rain or is it going to be Sharp? I'm gonna say that Sharp has better chances. Even though I think on paper Rain is a better player and Rain is possibly gonna defeat Sharp. But that is just gonna be playing right into the hand of Soki. He'd like these guys to duke each other out, get them, you know, get both of the guys tired, and reveal their, you know, their weaknesses and stuff like that. And Soki's gonna finish off the winner in the finals. I mean, just like Sauron in that latest TV series, The Rings of Power Season 2, where Sauron makes all of the lords of the different factions or races fight each other, and then Sauron just comes in and finishes the winner. Right, just like he kills Adar, one of the guys in that series. But anyways, back to the real world now. Let's not talk about fictional characters. Back in the real world, Flash is defended correctly against the mutualist attack. He's gonna try to come out here with his medic marines, and behind this, Flash needs to start to scan. You need to start to scan to see where exactly are the next hatcheries. I'm gonna turn off the map photo now so you can see exactly what Flash is seeing and nothing more. Mitch is coming in and Killer is gonna try to deter Flash from moving out, but okay, this is gonna be double starport, so maybe Flash is gonna be going for the double starport Valkyrie build. He's gotta try to attack and kill the Zerg player before defilers, so he doesn't need to play with science vessels. Like you know, this is a double-edged sword, because if the Zerg player, you know, survives, and the low number of science vessels on the Terran's part is gonna completely hurt it. It looks like Flash sees the third base is located at the 11 o'clock position. It looks like Flash is gonna send, I think, 2 Marines or somebody, you know, somebody like that, somebody insignificant towards that group. But they get, you know, caught in the middle, and Flash is gonna have to pull back. This map, Radeon, has a very large middle area, so it's hard for Zerg to cover everything. But Zerg is covering. It looks like Flash is actually not using his APM correctly. You can see his APM is falling down to 320, and of course these are stream games, so maybe Flash is not at his peak power performance compared to a real offline tournament where he's got time to prepare. And he's drank enough of his, I don't know, what does he drink? He drinks those, you know, energy drinks, or what are they called? I need to use Google again. Japanese energy drink with blue color, with blue labels. Maybe I need to ask ChatGPT. What is a Japanese or Korean energy drink very famous with a blue looking label? It's not Kool-Aid. Pocari Sweat. Oh my god, ChatGPT is so good. Pocari Sweat. We have not seen him drink Pocari Sweat anymore. Maybe because Pocari Sweat is not sponsoring this video. So eventually he's gonna start to drink that, you know, that drink again if Pocari Sweat pays for his, you know, his whatever, his product placement. But Double Valkyrie is the name of the game here. Flash goes forward with a huge bio army, but behind this he's gonna get cut off with Zerling run by, sniping everything, and looks like there's gonna be mutualists just waiting in transit, but it's gonna be a nice base trade. Looks like where are the mutualists? Looks like I think Killer has made the wrong decision. He's trying to save his base, but I think it would have been better to initiate a base trade, because these mutualists will not be able to attack against the Marine, but maybe it will be, I don't know, because we do have some lurkers. You need to scan Flash. He's waiting patiently for that moment to scan. And now the Valkyrie is gonna start to group up with the rest of the bio army, so that's gonna be very good. We're gonna be having 4 Valkyrie formation now, attack formation. I know that those are not Valkyrie lines, right? I don't know exactly what Valkyrie lines are. Can you tell me? Okay, let me just look that up right now. Okay, ChatGPT. What are the Valkyrie lines in Starcraft Broodwar? Alright, looks like Flash is in a bit of a trouble here. His Valkyries are still alive. I think ChatGPT is giving me wrong answers. He says, you know, command responses on the move. Coordinates locked. Is that right? Ready to roll out. I think it's more like the raid ones, right? But anyways, yeah, the game is still going on. Flash has got 92 supply. He comes forward, and he's got his 5 Valkyries looking very, very strong with the missiles and splash damage. Okay, Flash is gonna transition into dropship. He's playing without sciences, and this is a bit of an alarming situation for me because I'd like him to get at least 1 sciences out. He's playing without detection, and if Killer is smart and Killer knows that Flash has been skimping on sciences, he can actually play some stop lurkers on various locations on this map. But there's gonna be a drop incoming now, and we're gonna be having everything getting loaded up. This is a double edge. This is like a triple-edged sword, guys, because if Flash loses everything, the game is over. He comes in now. The Scourge is gonna arrive now, and it looks like the science systems, excuse me, the Valkyries have all died. But the dropship would come in. It's gonna be more Scourge. The Scourge, what is the Scourge doing? Scourge not really attacking, but now it looks like Flash has lost one of his dropship now, and he's gonna unload some of that stuff. And he's got how many Marines? 4 Marines. No more medic. Just 4 Marines, and that's it. All of these Marines gonna fall. Only 1 Marines remaining. It looks like Flash has lost everything. Like I told you, this is a double, if not a triple or quadruple edge sword, guys. I mean, this edge kills in several directions. Flash will load up more stuff because he knows the enemy is kind of thin in defense. He's looking for openings. There's a lurker in there. There's going to be more forces, and actually this might be a winning move because Killer might not expect another consecutive drop after Flash has lost so much stuff. But Flash is going to coming all the way from the left side. Behind this, he comes in. There's going to be a lurker. It looks like Killer is in position. Oh my god, Flash has lost his last dropship. Look at his reaction. I guess you cannot see his reaction. I'm going to show you his reaction right now. He's down to 74 supply and looking not very good. We're going to be having SCVs getting transferred towards a new base of Flash. At least we have these 3 bases, and there's going to be a lurker here to protect against his drone line. So for the time being, Flash is, I think, severely disadvantaged. I mean, he's lost his entire army. Whereas Killer lost nothing. He's lost some mutualists and some scourges. I mean, those are dispensable units. Anyways, looks like, what is Flash doing? He's gonna switch into mech, guys. He's finally switching into mech. Is that gonna be enough or not? Because I don't know, because at this point in time, I mean, he's got no army on the ground. He's gonna be very, very careful. Any more attacks, and without adequate coverage in terms of bio, it's gonna cost him dearly. He's got only vultures now, and vultures I guess are fine in if the Zerg is in a defensive posture, but when the Zerg start to go all out Sauron style, it gets very, very difficult to hold with just vultures and mines. And indeed, there's gonna be some Zerglings streaming to just to clear up the path here. Vultures running in the middle map, trying to lay some mines and get in position. Yeah, mech switch is nice. I mean, we're gonna be seeing no reaction at all from Killer. Maybe if Killer doesn't expect it, because there's no way that Killer could see that the mech switch just started. It's gonna be impossible. So anyways, there's gonna be some mines getting placed in various locations of the map. And Flash, okay, he's got a lot of idle, so you need to send them all out to the new base. And now he's gonna send them all out to the new base, and he's gonna pick up more Marines. If you can see his APM dropping down to 300. I mean, this is like Snow's APM nowadays. Except that Snow's APM is usually more like 280. But anyways, we're gonna be having 4 or 5 factories, and Flash is scanning. He want to see if there's any opening for a drop here. But there isn't. It's very dangerous to drop because on Radeon you have that dark space, where actually if you fly a dropship there, you cannot go back. There's no easy place to land. If there's gonna be some scourges waiting in the area, it's gonna be impossible. It looks like he's looking to snipe defilers, but he doesn't find any. Okay, there's gonna be a defiler, but there's a lurker behind it. This defiler's gonna be hiding in the back, and it looks like the vultures need to scan. He goes in here. He sees what some drones, some Zerglings. The Zerglings gonna pull back. The drones need to run into the Nidus canals or something. It looks like every drone's going to get executed. Vultures going to get on the high ground. The drones are losing their lives fast, but there's going to be how many vultures remaining? There's going to be 4 vultures remaining to get on the high ground, but there's still some mutualists in the area, so these vultures are toasted. I don't think there are any more lurkers in here, so that's not good. But anyways, we are at the 14-minute, almost 15 minute game, and Flash's got 110 supplies, got 3 bases, going to be going up to the 4th one. Killer, I think he's taking the top left now. Of course, during this time, he's not expected that Killer is going to take any more bases. We just need to focus on attacking the floating buildings. You can see that there's some green building floated right over the naturals. Anyways, we're just gonna attack against this 4th base. SCVs getting transferred. Marines are not in position to defend. SCVs will eat a lot of splash damage, and Flash is gonna lose a lot of supply in that attack. Looks like SCV is gonna be turning around. Marines gonna arrive now. Marines are in position, but Flash comes in when Killer comes in when Flash is not expecting it. He's gonna kill a single SCV with a turret. Is gonna back down. The game is gonna continue to go on here. I think Flash transition to mech is very timely switch, because now Zerg is gonna be very strong with defilers and Zerglings. and cracklings rather, I should say. So switching into mech is a very nice way to navigate that storm. We're going to be having Goliaths now. Goliath, vultures, and tanks versus Zerglings and defilers for the time being. One thing I'd like Flash to do now is actually to scan to see if there's a potential 5th or 6th base somewhere on this map for the Zerg player. Keep in mind, we have these bases. Let me just quickly show them to you. Here they are. You know, the 12 o'clock position and the 6 o'clock position right now are not on Flash's radar. He doesn't know about, you know, what is there right now, so he shall need to check that area for some time. And some Zerglings are out on the map trying to clear some of these minefields. And Flash is gonna re-establish a bit of a perimeter here. And I think it's very slow reaction from Killer. Okay, finally Flash sees that there's gonna be a new base, a 5th base at the 830 position. He's gonna try to come back here. That floating building is gonna fall. Flash mech heavily upgraded mech army is gonna move across the map. Need to start to siege position now. Is Killer making Ultralisk? I did not see any forces at all from Killer. He's mainly just revealing Zerglings and nothing else. And some lurkers maybe. But anyways, these forces are going to try to come in. But very good reinforcement from the Zergling to save that lurker. These mutuals are still attacking this Defiler. Need to actually cast something. He casts a very good timely Dark Swarm. He's going to lay a single lurker in that group. That lurker is going to be able to defend. And Vulture is going to try to have a run by. But there's so many Sunkens. He's going to try to get on high ground. He's going to back out. And Killer is going to have the situation slightly contained here. The tank's going to start to come out and lay some siege position at these positions. Going to try to cut off the reinforcement. And okay, very nice. I mean, there's gonna be battles happening everywhere here. These tanks cannot fire at the darks on those lurkers will hold for some times. Supply-wise, Flash is reaching 158. I think now Killer may be around 100 and 110 or something like that. He doesn't reveal much army presence on this map. He's using mainly lurkers and Zerglings, whereas he needed to use more of something as this Defiler is going to finally die. He's going to cast another nice, very timely Dark Swarm, and we're going to be having more Defiler coming from the back. That Defiler gets sniped though because it was just out on the perimeter of that Dark Swarm. The mech force is pushing hard forward. It's very hard for me to see what upgrades Flash has got here because he's always grouping all of his forces together and not individual units. But now we see that he's got +2 weapons and +1 armor on that ground force. There's be finally these tanks going to try to siege against the 5th base of the Zerg player, which is going to be very intimidating. But this base is going to be falling as well. There's a couple of Goliaths heading there, but I don't think it's going to be enough to save it. Looks like that base is not yet fallen. The Goliath saves it. The Goliath saves it. There's going to be some Ultras finally making the presence, but a single Ultra is so meager. It's so pathetic. The tank's gonna siege up now. We need to have the Defiler casting a Dust Swarm over that group. There's gonna be some Ultras coming from the back, and it's gonna be finally Zerg coming out, Sauron on the side, but I think it's a little bit too late. I mean, after Flash has lost his dropship in that huge debacle, Killer needed to wage a huge counterattack, but he did not. And he stayed defensive, and he tried to get his economy up. And now Flash comes up with a very strong mech army, just pushing everything. There's going to be some Zerglings attack, but without Defiler support, it's very hard. We do have a lurker though. We're going to be having a scan, and that lurker has fallen. So this might be the final battle of the game, guys. Flash is going to push forward. He needs to kind of reinforce from the back with more tanks. There's going to be a very timely Dark Swarm though to cover for this. Looks like Flash has got just enough to hold his backing up, and he's going to be waiting for more reinforcement. This Defiler out is going to get sniped. Flash decided it's going to be better to snipe that other base and forget about... okay, we do have an attack though against the 4th base of Flash. It's going to be 2 Ultras attacking, and looks like Flash is not anywhere near the position to save it. So he's going to just try to evacuate the rest of his base and go back here, and Flash is temporarily back to just 3 mining bases, whereas Killer is coming out with a lot of forces. His hatchery is going to fall though. Is it going to be enough? Because this Ultra is going to be scaling very well, attacking, killing out several tanks. Flash is down to 137 supply. He's gonna have to come back up. There's gonna be some mine drop against the SCV and more attacks. His Flash is gonna finally save his 4th base, but his 5th base is under siege. Those are cracklings. That Ultralisk is having a dance with the SCV, like the Japanese movie in the 1980s, Shall We Dance? It's a great movie that was having a remake by the American people, although the remake is not that good in quality. But anyways, you're gonna be having cracklings attacking against the Vulture and the tanks now. And this base is once again is kind of saved from Flash. There's gonna be some drop, maybe some maybe not really drop, but just Vultures coming out. And I think now with the 4-base economy booming, it's gonna be very good situation now for Killer, but he needs to think about the 5th base and stop Flash from expanding further, and use Ultra drop would be a nice strategy, because I think now, yeah, there's gonna be some overlords in the position as well. I think now Flash has neglected making Valkyries and turrets, so drops could be a very nice strategy. There's gonna be some Zerg coming in to clear, and you can see Sauron Zerg start coming from all angles. This might be the final battle. Flash has lost the initiative. There's gonna be a drop I think. What is that? Is Flash paying attention? Is it going to be a drop? There's going to be some ultra drop and not enough Goliaths or Raids or Valkyrie to actually stop this. And there's going to be some tank coming from the back, but splash damage is going to eat up their own brothers, their own comrades, and what is it? Commandos. Anyways, one Ultras remains and it's not going to be enough to clear. There's only one tank will fall, but all of those forces are going to get destroyed down. Flash saves this base. For now, we're at the 20th minute of the game. Flash 111 supply. His opponent not so sure, maybe 80, maybe 90, maybe even more, because God knows what, because now the Zerg is kind of everywhere. Keep in mind that Flash still doesn't have vision of the 6 o'clock and the 12 o'clock bases. Those bases could have been taken by the Zerg player. It looks like Flash is going to scan, or he sees that there's nothing. And the 6 o'clock position, you could expect safely that there's nothing in the 12 o'clock position as well, but there might be something there because it's very, very far from Flash's main base, so it's going to be very, very hard to Flash to actually maintain presence. Anyways, we're going to be having a nice drop, and there's going to be a nice Defiler casting a Darkstorm against his position here. Goliath's going to get in position to snipe something. No, it's going to be just tanks, and we're going to be having a Mind Drag against those very weak Goliaths. There need to be another Darkstorm just covering every single SCVs. SCVs have to run back home. Now these tanks are going to be shouting their own brothers and sisters. I guess no sisters, just brothers here, because Terran is all male. We don't have female except for the medic, but we know that at the 20th minute mark of the game, there's going to be no more medics, and Ultra's going to try to come out to kill those tanks, and those tanks are going to be in splash positioned. Yes, splash position. That's right. You heard me right. Splash positioned. More attacks happening, and Flash is not able to contain the Zerg Fury here. Oh my god, the Defiler getting sniped though. Another Lurker getting sniped as well. So this Lurker can hold for something. We're going to be having a medic to come out for splash damage, but Ultra's coming from behind. Flash is losing the steam. He's completely attacking several angles, and let's see his reaction when he type GG soon. I think maybe not. I don't know, because the Zerg player, of course, we need to still come up with more forces. Ultra's going to be buying so much time in the back. And look at that. Look at the mini map. So many red stuff coming from all angles. This is the Zerg Fury. This is Sauron style. I mean, this is, I don't know. This is an abomination. Is that the right word? Abomination, abhorration, or whatever. Zergling's coming through. Zergling's attacking and splash damage against the tank. Not enough Vulture Mines. Not enough Goliaths and supply depots and turrets. Just tanks, and they will all bleed. And Flash is in a dire situation. He's gotta get ready to type GG soon. There's gonna be nothing else to do, maybe, because his other command center at the 2 o'clock position is completely floated up. He's got no SCVs there. And yeah, he's gonna try to come out to actually set up more. Okay, looks like Flash has got a new base. All of a sudden, at 6 o'clock, there's gonna be command center, but looks like we're gonna be having attack against the position. Let's go. We're gonna have some Zerglings attack from the high ground. And it looks like Flash is not paying attention to the base. He's lifted his SCV. He knows that he's toasted. He needs to remake his siege position now. He needs to kind of come back and create a new perimeter with siege tank. But he doesn't have the legion to do it, because the Zerg is attacking from all angles, coming from all sides. This might be the final fantasy battle of the game, guys. There's going to be 3 more Ultras remaining. There's going to be 3 tanks. They are heavily upgraded, but against the very dark, very difficult position. Looks like Flash's GG. This game has been won by Killer. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this game, feel free to buy me coffee. The link to that is going to be in the video description. Bye-bye. On this side of the map, we're going to be having a single creep colony. We're going to be having Zerling trying to support from the back. The Muches need to engage themselves so far. Looks like we're going to be having another group coming out here. And Jadon's going to kill it, but these attacks need to start now. He starts to go for the attack on the sunken colony. And it looks like Jadon, we need to get there on time. And, okay, at least the sunken colony fall. But these Marines, he's going to try to hide. He's going to try to snipe the hatchery. He's stimming hard to snipe the hatchery, but Muches is going to be coming from the southern side. Very, very close. Looks like the hatchery is very close to dying. He's going to try to attack the Mutualist. I would just say rather, focus attention on the hatchery. The hatchery lives. The hatchery lives with 39 out of 150, what is it, 1250 HP, and that was ridiculous defense. And I think a kind of a mistake from Flash. He does go for another scan. Oh my god, the bunker cancels. Why? I guess he wanna try to go out here and have his stand a little bit further out with the support of more Marines. But anyways, the probe's gonna get surrounded. One of the Zealot is so damaged. How many Zealot will get destroyed? He will take out 2 Marines. He will take out more Marines, and there's only 1 Marine. Looks like Rush is in some serious trouble. The probes are dying, but 1 more Marine will fall. And now the surround is great. The surround is amazing. 1 more unit has fallen, and now the Zealot can save the day, I think.